Hi guys, welcome to another touch of film. Today I am reviewing Reborn. This is the 2016 movie directed by Yuji Shimomura. An action movie, and a dark action thriller. It stars Tak Sakaguchi. If you don't know who he is, he starred in a film called Versus, which was a relatively big movie. He's also done a lot of B movies, like quite a cool action star in Japan. He plays a legendary covert soldier, sort of like a snake, Solid Snake character. If you ever played Metal Gear Solid, he goes by the nickname of Ghost Reborn, and he's just living his life. He works in a convenience store, and all of a sudden he's just getting these people trying to attack him and kill him. If his style of martial arts is so cool, it's very like tight, close action. Like the characters are like in tight spaces and they're fighting each other, or zero distance really. So they're really close, like close-knit action. Not a lot of gunfights in this, mainly all knife fighting and unarmed punches. You don't see a lot of kicks, but it's mainly all like just punching and upper body stuff. It's really cool to watch. Quite an exciting type of style of martial arts. If I can compare it to any other sort of movie, maybe the Silat that you see in The Raid, but less kicking and a lot of knives, and again very close knit. It hasn't probably got this continuous action as The Raid, but it's scattered around. Let's just say the martial arts. It's not consistent throughout the whole film. So basically, he's pulled back into fighting, into this whole action lifestyle because his niece is kidnapped. But what you do not know is that he's allowed his niece to be kidnapped. The bad guy in this, he's sort of like his ex-boss, his ex-commander, who's he's sort of a man who brainwashes children into becoming child soldiers. And the kids, there's one kid in this who is an absolute maniac. He just does not care. He will stab people and slit people's throats. I mean, there is a lot of throat slitting in this film. It's like John Wick was for headshots. This movie is to throat slitting. It's just every couple of minutes there's a throat being slit. So it's very violent and very bloody actually. So the film he goes after looking for his niece again. And it takes him to sort of like this it's not really a military base. It's like an open area. It's in the middle of a forest, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was an enjoyable movie. The action is very exciting. There is a few bits which I didn't like. Again, I think the backstory of Sakaguchi's character is very limited, and I think you don't really see much of why he's no longer in the military. I mean, you do see one of his friends in this who's like facially scarred. He's crippled. He lives in like a hospital. He's in a wheelchair. He's the way he is, but however, Sakaguchi's character saved his life. So you see some element of it, but you don't really see a lot of reason why he left the military and why he's no longer a soldier. Another thing I thought was a bit weird is the bullet dodging. I mean, people firing bullets at him, and then the way it cuts is like 1 second later it's like this, like this. And I thought that was really weird, a way of like dodging bullets. It seemed really slow, and plus, how can you dodge a bullet? You're not Superman. That was just sort of looked a bit amateur. But I guess I don't know. I don't know the Japanese military, if they're like superhuman or anything. But yeah, that was a bit weird. And again, with the backstory, I thought they're the two main faults of this film. I really like the visual style of it. It's very grey, very dark, and depressing in a way. But I think it really suited with the movie, suited with the character of Sakaguchi. He's at the time, you see, like at the beginning of the film, he's going to see a psychiatrist. He's talking about the issues in his life, the nightmares he's having, and I think with the low saturation in the film is really like desaturated, and I think that really suits the story and really suits like an understanding of the character. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie. I don't put it up there with The Raid, but if you're a Sakaguchi fan, I would really highly recommend this movie. He actually was involved in writing the script, and yeah, a few other things, like when you see the bad guy in this, the main bad guy, he sort of reminds me of Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid. He's like got this long black brown leather coat, which is, you know, I don't, because the Sakaguchi's character is very like Solid Snake, so maybe he's like, I don't know if the film was inspired by Metal Gear Solid much. But yeah, again, with the martial arts, I thought it was really, really different. Something I've never seen before. I mean, the stance, he's like constantly like going like this, and it's sort of like a snake or an octopus, but he's like constantly like gyrating and like warming up. It looks pretty cool, especially when you see him going into a fight, and you just see these guys with machine guns pointing at him, and he's just like dodging bullets, which was a bit weird. But then they're shooting at him, they just give up shooting because they're missing him, and it just goes into close range action, which I thought was really cool. The knife fighting is really good. Like they're using stakes, like wooden sharpies, which was really cool. But yeah, I would recommend this movie if you're into action movies, especially Asian action. Don't go in there thinking you're seeing The Raid. It's not as constant action. There's more story in this than there is with The Raid. It's a lot darker. I mean, there's a lot of darkness in this film. But yeah, this is the UK edition. It comes with the Blu-ray and the DVD. So you've got the dual format there, and I'll put a link below to the Amazon purchase of it. But yeah, guys, that's Reborn. Yes, I do recommend it. I mean, I'm glad I got it. I probably would definitely watch it again. It's definitely cool to watch with your friends around, and just have a few beers and have a fun dust up watching this. It's, yeah, cool movie. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you've purchased this or you've seen it, please comment below, tell me your thoughts. I know quite a few of people have put their reviews up. I know Asian film enthusiast put his review up this week as well, the same day that I purchased it as well, which is pretty cool. And yeah, guys, if you saw my video from the other day where I went out doing a Blu-ray hunting, check that out. I purchased it that day from FOP. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please click subscribe, comment below, click like or dislike, and yeah, definitely subscribe, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon.